Hola. How are you? I'm very happy to be here and to talk to you about my process of composing songs about chess. I'm not going to speak about all the history of chess and music. I'm just going to speak about my own experience writing songs and making chess music videos. So first of all, I want to tell a little bit why I am making songs about chess. I believe that chess is a treasure of humanity. It's something that connects all history, every corner of the world, every person, through centuries. And it's a mystery of humankind, because everything changes, everything evolves, everything improves, everything collapses. But chess, through centuries, remains the same, because it's perfect. Chess is infinite to the human mind. And also, as a chess player, I feel the need to express all the restrained emotions that I feel when I play a tournament, I play a chess game. I invest hours in silence, static, just playing chess. And I see my fellow friends, chess players, like it doesn't matter if it's grandmaster or it doesn't matter if it's an amateur, and they are all suffering the same thing. They are going through all a roller coaster of emotions, and they must be totally still and in silence for hours. And all those restrained emotions, where do they go? Football players or wrestlers are not asked to remain in silence when they have a glory or they have a defeat. You know, they shout, they throw something, you know, they do something actively. So with these chess songs and videos, I want to shout out loud all the emotions inside chess. Forts, chess language. When I am writing a music lyric about chess, I seek for the perfect balance. Sometimes it's one side and sometimes it's the other, but I seek a balance between the lyrics and metaphors between chess and life, chess and death, chess and love, chess and inner struggles that anyone can understand, and very specific words that if I tell them, only chess players will understand me. Like, for example, I say stockfish, and only chess players will say, oh, she said stockfish, you know. Or if I say Capablanca, everybody will say, oh, she's talking about Capablanca, you know. Or if I say knight, you immediately will picture a K in front of the knight, and you will think that I'm talking about a knight. Or if I show a fork, you will imagine a double attack. I explore through my songs relativity in chess, where the same exact piece can value totally different. So the altered perception is so fascinating when you have over-optimism or you have a skepticism from your position. So chess has all this logical, scientific, mathematical side, but the fascinating thing that makes it so difficult is that it's contradiction and contradiction and exception, and you never know how to proceed to define what's happening on the board. So when you talk about chess, you talk about time and space, right? You have time, all kind of time eccentricities, like delay or increment. Time is a different dimension of time, right? You win or lose a tempo. And you have space, you have a board, so you have coordinates. So if I say, for example, B2, you imagine a corner, or if I say E4, you imagine the center. Or if I talk about an open file, you imagine a highway of freedom. You also think about the 8th rank, and you can imagine it like the 7th heaven, you know? So chess as a mirror of life. You have sacrifice, you have compensation, you have blockades and fortresses, you have the freedom of open files. I also explore self-sabotage in chess, because I think that's one of the things that annoys us most when we're playing a game of chess and we make a blunder, you know, or we're suffering because we couldn't find mate in one. It was standing right in front of me. Or checking for the sake of it, didn't lead anywhere, felt so fun and mediocre. and you're just making checks and you know you're not getting anywhere. In chess, as you become an experienced chess player, as when you are experienced in life, you develop an instinct for what's going to happen, how to deal with reality. So you smell the position, you smell that there is something, you smell that there is a tactic, or you realize that you don't have anything and you have to play for a draw, just maneuvering, just keep still. So you connect with the position, you connect with the experience of life. I also deal in my songs with violence and with competitiveness. So chess is a sport, like box, like tennis, and like a wrestling thing, you know? And there is all this fascination about violence, you know? Like chess is a war between two kingdoms that want to dominate each other. So when you play chess, you want to have the power to rule your own kingdom and defeat the other, right? You're king. You're the king. So I have a theory that chess channels the intrinsic human violence in the most pacific and constructive and evolved way. Because there is violence in human history. It's everywhere, right? Everybody enjoys violence in some other way, action movies, whatever. But chess, you are actually doing something good for yourself and for the other. You're improving yourself while using that violence power. So you may call me a romantic, but I have a theory. I have a dream, and I think I'm not the only one, that one day countries, instead of having armies, they will have their chess Olympic teams fighting each other and representing their countries, and nobody will get killed, and it would be very beautiful to watch. So Capablanca said that we learn more from our defeats than from our victories, right? So I deal with evolution, self-improvement, forgiving yourself, getting over blunders, moving on, and flow, leading to happiness. I also use in my lyrics a lot of irony. As in my songs about love, I also am very ironic. I also like to use irony in chess. I say, for example, shook his hand, signed the scores, politely as I could. Or who needs victories, right? And we arrive to my favorite topic, and what motivates me most and inspires me most about chess, that is the spirit, the triumph of the spirit over matter. When material doesn't count anymore. It's just the spirit of the position, the spirit of a piece, the sacrifice. That's the beauty of chess, I believe. That's the beauty prizes in chess. There is an ancient art in Japan that's called kintsugi, that, for example, when a porcelain figure breaks down, instead of throwing it to the garbage, they put it up and they glue it back, but with gold. So each scar, each place where the piece broke is honored. Your scar makes you special, makes you unique. Your experience, what you went through, is what makes you unique and what makes you powerful. So the weakest pawn, the isolated pawn, can become a queen, the most powerful thing. Chess is poetry. And now, enough talk, heroism, overcoming epic obstacles. I will sing to you the isolated pawn's journey.
I'm an isolated pawn. I survived some filthy battles. Now I'm far from all the rest, and I'm scared to death. Oh, I'm an isolated pawn. I survived some filthy battles. Now I'm far from all the rest too. I'm hiding all my fear and sorrow. Ooh, I'm hiding all my fear and sorrow. Feel like I'm already lost and my weakness is a target. Dark night has blocked my way, and I can't go back. Oh, I might not be here tomorrow. We may not be here. I might not be here today. isolated pawn, but my queen is counting on me. Well, she says I'm the only hope for a wild heart. Oh, you may seem the weakest one when you've reached too far already. Oh, I know I could go beyond this trap. Oh, I give you my word, I promise I will go beyond. I will be reborn today. I won't close my eyes, I'll fight my way. I will get to run through the fire. Over me they have no power. I will get to run through the fire until the 8th rank, 7th sky. Run through the fire too.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Hecho, done from Chile, with artists from Chile, with a lot of love for you. Thank you.